We'll be seeing you on that foreign show. We'll be seeing you. We'll be seeing you every Friday here at TFS. That foreign show. We'll be seeing you on that foreign show. We'll be seeing you. We'll be seeing you every Friday here at TFS. That foreign show. We'll be seeing you on that foreign show. We'll be seeing you. We'll be seeing you every Friday here at TFS. That foreign show. We'll be seeing you on that foreign show. We'll be seeing you. We'll be seeing you every Friday here at TFS. That foreign show. We'll be seeing you on that foreign show. We'll be seeing you. We'll be seeing you every Friday here at TFS. That foreign show. We'll be seeing you on that foreign show. We'll be seeing you. We'll be seeing you every Friday here at TFS. That foreign show. That foreign show. We'll be seeing you on that foreign show. We'll be seeing you. We'll be seeing you every Friday here at TFS. That foreign show. We'll be seeing you on that foreign show. We'll be seeing you. We'll be seeing you every Friday here at TFS. That foreign show. We'll be seeing you on that foreign show. We'll be seeing you. We'll be seeing you every Friday. Friday here at TFS. That foreign show. We'll be seeing you on that foreign show. We'll be seeing you. We'll be seeing you every Friday here at TFS. That foreign show. We'll be seeing you on that foreign show. We'll be seeing you. We'll be seeing you every Friday here at TFS.
Las opiniones expresadas en este programa son responsabilidad exclusiva de quienes las emiten y no representan necesariamente el pensamiento o alguna posición oficial de este medio de comunicación.
ADR Networks presenta.
This is Celestine Angel.
And I'm Isaac Crouch.
And this is...
On that foreign show.
Yes, y'all. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people everywhere, welcome to the show, That Foreign Show. I'm Isaac Rakesh here on ADR Networks, and I'm activating your senses. Yes. Now today, before we kick the show off, we're going to begin the insider segment zooming in on one particular sense, the sense of taste. Now, first thing, I want to wish you guys a happy new year, a happy beginning of the first quarter of this year. All right, and a lot of exciting things have happened with us. We have done a lot of things that we want to update you guys about, right? And but we're going to kick things off by talking about a particular place, all right, as part of our insider segment here today. Now, for those of you who are new to the show, I'll just break it down for you guys. The insider segment is when we give you guys some inside information that's going to make your stay here in Mexico City a lot sweeter. You know, it could be a place that we recommend, some food, it could be an experience, or something like that, you know. Or in some cases we even recommend dance classes, you know, where we actually had the good fortune of attending a dance class that was amazing and we recommended it. In today's episode, we are going to be talking about tofu, the Asian buffet. All right, so guys, when you can, if you can, put the Instagram link to tofu. There we go. That is tofu, the Asian buffet. All right, now guys, this is an Asian buffet. All right, so it's a slightly different from your usual kind of sushi restaurant, right? So it's actually a mix of sushi and your usual, like what you would call your Chinese food over here. You know, the typical Chinese restaurant you get over here is you get that buffet kind of spread. So this is kind of a mix of both of those things. Now the thing is, usually when we talk to people who, you know, foodies, or even people who are not foodies, people who are just, you know, slight fans of having a nice meal once in a while, they would also say that that a lot of the restaurants here in Mexico City are kind of not up to par. The Chinese food is you typically get the same kind of spread. You know, you get the same kind of stuff, and a lot of times it tastes the same. All right, we are aware of this, and we decided to give tofu a shot, and we were pleasantly surprised, right? So in this restaurant, you actually get a mix of the kind of Japanese typical sushi thing, right? You also get your usual spread that you find in the typical Chinese restaurants here. You know, your fried noodles, your chicken, your different kind of meats, you know. But they also have a kind of a I would say kind of a Western section, you know, where they got a whole bunch of like fried stuff, nuggets and your hot dogs and all that kind of and all that kind of stuff. So it's a I think it's a nice blend of all of these things, and also the restaurant is a nice standalone kind of a restaurant. It's a beautiful place, right? We actually went there for Carrick's birthday. All right, that happened past weekend, right? On the 7th. It was a beautiful experience, and we recommend you guys go and check it out. All right, so that's the Tofu Asian Buffet. All right, now this place is actually located in Avenida del Penon, right? That's 355 Moctezuma, right? So we're gonna put up the Instagram link as you see over there below on Instagram. Yo, ladies and gentlemen, apologize for the technical difficulty there. All right, we are back, and so basically, like I was saying earlier, Tofu the Asian Buffet. All right, so you can check them out at tofu.asianbuffet. That's on Instagram. Now, on today's show, we are going to be talking about something really interesting. All right, we're going to be talking about how challenges can unlock new possibilities, and we have a returning guest. All right, we have a returning guest. We have Yu Hirata. Really happy to talk to her again. She's going to be joining us as we delve into her life. She's a Japanese expat who's living in Mexico City. All right, and we're going to be exploring how she embraces challenges. Okay, and also in some of these never before done things that she has actually attempted. We're going to be talking to her about some of these things. Okay, and yes, so if she's on backstage, is she backstage? Let's get her in. Yes. So this topic is something very near and dear to us, you know, taking on challenges to unlock new possibilities. It means kind of expanding beyond what you're used to, you know, expanding beyond what your career is, expanding beyond what your circle is, you know, and just trying new stuff, right? That's attempting new things, right? And that kind of thing is really up our alley, all right? And we so that's why we're really interested to talk to her about also, since the last time we spoke, you know, what kind of things she's been going through, and what are these inspirations that we can gather from this. All right, also some of the things that we want to talk about is some of her motivations, you know, like Yu is, like I mentioned, she's a Japanese expat, So she's not here at the moment. She's getting connected backstage. Thank you, David. Right. So when the guest comes on, we're going to be talking to her. And like I said, she's a Japanese expat, and she has a lot of experience in different countries, not just her homeland of Japan. She spent some time in Indonesia as well, and also Mexico City. So she actually has a wealth of experience in these things. And based on our conversation with her, she's actually kind of done some things outside of her usual norm, right? So really interesting stuff. We're gonna get into it after this commercial break. Peace.
We are going to a break and we'll be right back. Stay tuned.
On the foreign show.
Hola, yo soy Javi Gamboa y te invito a que no te pierdas todos los jueves en punto de las 9 de la noche Naked Lunch con lo mejor del rock y el metal, el soundtrack de tu vida, entrevistas y mucho más. Ayúdanos a desnudar a nuestros invitados por ADR Networks, activando tus sentidos. Yeah.
Hola, soy Jonathan Tonatiu y te atrapo los martes a las 4 de la tarde aquí para conocer el mundo del teatro. Vamos a viajar por noticias, estrenos, información y muchas cortesías. ¿Sabes en dónde? En ADR Networks, activando tus sentidos.
ADR Networks, activando tus sentidos.
¿Qué tal, amigos? Los saluda Mariano Rivapalacio y los invito a que me acompañen todos los miércoles en punto de las 6 de la tarde en Factor Total. Aquí hablamos de temas de salud, de ciencia, de tecnología, problemáticas sociales, cultura y tradiciones, siempre de la mano de especialistas y voces autorizadas. Ya lo saben, 6 de la tarde, tiempo del Centro de México, a través de las plataformas digitales de ADR Networks. Factor Total, activando tus sentidos.
Hola, yo soy la doctora Verónica Ortega y te invito a aprender de medicina, medicina funcional, salud, bienestar, cocina natural, ejercicio, mindfulness y mucho más todos los lunes en punto de las 7 en mi programa Salud y Bienestar por ADR Networks, activando y sanando tus sentidos.
ADR Networks, activando tus sentidos.
Entrevistas, reportajes y mucho más.
Lunes, miércoles y viernes a partir de las 7 de la noche.
Con la mejor información deportiva solo por ADR Networks. Activando tus sentidos.
¿Listo para llevar tu marca al siguiente nivel? La audiencia digital crece cada día y es hora de que tu marca sea parte de esta revolución. En ADR Networks alcanzarás a miles, incluso millones de oyentes en todo el mundo. Imagina la exposición que esto significa para tu marca. No solo serás escuchado, sino que también tendrás a tu audiencia compartiendo y conectándose en las redes sociales, multiplicando tu presencia en línea. Contáctanos en nuestras redes sociales y descubre cómo ADR Networks puede impulsar tu éxito. Haz que tu marca resuene en el mundo digital.
Hola amigos, ¿cómo están? Nosotros somos
Tony Nieto.
Yo soy Cox y los invitamos a que no se pierdan todos los miércoles de
3 a 4 de la tarde
nuestro programa Conectados por ADR Networks, activando tus sentidos.
Hola, soy Eric Cadena.
Yo soy Ale García.
Y yo, Mariana Torres. Y te invitamos a que no te pierdas TUF,
un programa del mundo del entretenimiento donde tocaremos temas como música,
teatro, televisión,
artistas invitados, cine, series
y mucho más. Así que te la pasarás TUF todos los sábados
a la 1 de la tarde
por ADR Networks,
activando tus sentidos.
ADR Networks, activando tus sentidos.
Hola, yo soy Filiberto Romo.
Y yo Roberto Cárdenas. Y juntos les llevaremos un viaje por la historia.
Desde un punto de vista diferente.
Por las barbas de la historia.
Un programa diferente todos los sábados a las 10 de la mañana.
Por ADR Networks, activando tus sentidos.
Hey guys, we're back at TFS, and thank you for staying with us.
On the foreign show.
People, what do you do? Welcome back to That Foreign Show. This is the second show of the year, 2025. We want to welcome you guys to ADR Networks. I'm Isaac Rakesh, and we are activating your senses. Now, on today's episode, we are going to be talking to Yu Hirata, who is a Japanese housewife. All right, she is an expat. She is also, from what I have heard, according to my notes, lately she's been composing music. She has also been doing a lot of interesting things in different areas, and she is an ex-guest. Yes, she is coming back. She's returning for season 2. All right, so we're really interested to talk to her and also about this topic, right? This topic of inspiration and this topic of stepping outside of what you actually know and are comfortable with, you know. So with this in mind, I want to invite you guys, if this is the first time that you're watching us, welcome to That Foreign Show. All right, The Foreign Show, we like to talk about certain topics regarding travel, the traveler, the traveling experience, you know, and also kind of like transformations that the traveler undergoes, you know, during this whole process. Okay, and not just traveling as a tourist, people who migrate, people who want to move from one city to another, you know. Now we have spoken to, at this point, I would say hundreds of people who have experienced these various things of travel, of stepping into a new city, and of trying something new. We've spoken to the whole people in different fields, right? Career guys, or people who are just coming to a new city to try something out for new. And what we found that is a common factor among all of our guests is a kind of tenacity, a kind of relentlessness to just see the thing through. All right, and I am pretty sure we're going to be getting those same themes here today when we talk to Yu Hirata, you know, and about the things that she is involved in. Now, I just want to take this moment again. I want to connect with you guys who are watching us. Thank you guys. I want to invite you guys to come and check out our show. Now, you can watch us on Instagram. You can go to our Facebook page, right? We are on Fridays, 3 p.m. live. We like to do this live thing because we really like the exchange with the guests that we talk to. And as you know, a lot of our topics center around travel, center around foreigners. That's why we call it That Foreign Show. Us being foreigners as well. But we like to kind of focus things into a kind of a transformational point, an inspirational point, something that kind of gives you an idea about what you want to do. Say you want to start a business in Mexico City, you have no idea what you want to do, but you kind of have an idea, and you need some community or you need some kind of inspiration, you want to plug into things, plug into people. We are here. I'm Isaac Rakesh. This is That Foreign Show. Yeah, and we are really excited to be doing this for you guys. So right now we're going to be taking a commercial break right now, and when we come back, we are going to be talking to our guest, Yu Hirata. Peace.
We are going to a break and we'll be right back. Stay tuned.
On the foreign show.
ADR Networks, activando tus sentidos.
Hola, yo soy Filiberto Romo.
Y yo Roberto Cárdenas. Y juntos les llevaremos un viaje por la historia.
Desde un punto de vista diferente.
Por las barbas de la historia.
Un programa diferente todos los sábados a las 10 de la mañana.
Por ADR Networks, activando tus sentidos.
Hola, nosotros somos
Ramón Martínez
y César Alcántara y te invitamos todos los jueves en punto de las 4 de la tarde en tu programa De la Muerte a la Vida,
con temas espirituales que te fortalecerán en tu crecimiento a la madurez espiritual por ADR Networks y ADR Wellness,
activando tus sentidos. No faltes.
Te esperamos.
Hola, yo soy Javi Gamboa y te invito a que no te pierdas todos los jueves en punto de las 9 de la noche Naked Lunch con lo mejor del rock y el metal, el soundtrack de tu vida, entrevistas y mucho más. Ayúdanos a desnudar a nuestros invitados por ADR Networks, activando tus sentidos. Yeah.
Hola, soy Eric Cadena.
Yo soy Ale García.
Y yo, Mariana Torres. Y te invitamos a que no te pierdas TUF,
un programa del mundo del entretenimiento donde tocaremos temas como música,
teatro, televisión,
artistas invitados, cine, series
y mucho más. Así que te la pasarás TUF todos los sábados
a la 1 de la tarde
por ADR Networks,
activando tus sentidos.
Hey guys, we're back at TFS. Thank you for staying with us.
On that foreign show.
Yeah, welcome back to the show, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, That Foreign Show. Right now, we got to kick things off with our guests. Let's get her into the studio.
Hello.
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 Hi, you.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Good. How are
Welcome
you?
to the show. Welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. This is Yu Hirata. Thank you for coming back to talk to us again.
Thank you.
Can you hear me well?
Not really well, but
Not really well? Okay, let me turn this up. Okay, now it should be better. Better?
I believe.
You hear me? Yes, welcome to the show. Happy New Year again to you. Thank you for coming back. And I was telling our guests, I was telling our viewers about you and about the conversation that we were about to have, And I was just kind of letting them know that generally the theme that we're going to talk about today is, it's about inspiration. It's about doing things that you're not usually used to, stepping outside of your circle, But before we get into that, maybe you can tell the people a bit about yourself.
oh, yeah. I'm Yu from Japan. I've been in Mexico for 2.5 years, and before I came to Mexico, I was in Indonesia for 4.5 years.
4.5 years. Sorry, is it possible to increase your volume?
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know how.
Could you? Is there some way?
What should I?
Okay, that's okay. I mean,
Yeah.
we can work with this volume. Yeah, I'm sure. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So sorry, you were telling us you lived in Indonesia as well.
Uh-huh.
Okay. That's really interesting. What made you go from Japan to Indonesia?
My husband, companies of my husband has branches in all over the world, and
Okay.
my husband's company forced my husband to go to Indonesia.
Okay. So I see. And also to Mexico City
Yeah.
from Indonesia. Okay. Well, and so can you tell us a bit since the last time that we spoke? Maybe some of the things that that's been new with you that you have that you mentioned to us.
Yeah.
There's a few interesting things. I got a list right here. Let me ask you this. Okay, let me just ask you this. One thing that was really interesting for me was you mentioned now that you actually you made a piece of music for a ballet.
Oh, yes.
Oh, can you tell us about that project, or how did it come about?
I have a ballet pro dancer, ballet friend, friend of pole dancer, and he asked
Okay.
me to make a song for practice.
Okay.
Yeah,
He has his own. Your friend has a ballet company.
he he is belong to ballet company.
Okay. And so he asked you to compose. People may not be aware, but you're pretty proficient on the keys, right?
Yeah.
You have learned. Yeah, yeah, I'll say so. Take it from me, guys. She proficient. Yeah, she know what she doing. And so what was it like? Like, are we talking a long piece of music? Like, because when you say that to me in my mind, I'm thinking of symphony, long music. How long was the music?
The one song is like 2 or 3 minutes, but there are 12 or something sets, like combination of the songs.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, the one lesson is
Uh-huh.
consists of 12 songs. So
12
I am
songs.
yeah, like, I don't know exactly the number exactly, but
Sorry, I couldn't hear the last part of what you say.
I I don't remember how many songs there are, but I think like 12 or something.
There's quite a number of songs. I mean, that's like an album, right? About 12
Yeah,
different
yeah.
pieces of music. Very interesting. Where can we see this performance of your friend?
He's in US.
Okay, okay, he's in the US. All right, all right. Yeah, that's really interesting. And another thing that you've been up to is also creating a website.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a bit about that? And also, I know that some of my viewers right now are interested in this topic because they want to. A lot of these people who are expanding some of their own businesses and they're looking at going online, and so getting a website going is something that is interesting for them to figure out. Can you tell us a bit about how you got into this? Maybe do you have any experience before, or how did it work?
Actually, I have never had experience of making websites before, but my friend has established her own company of skincare, and she asked me to make a website.
All right.
And since I studied a little bit of marketing in university, so I thought I could use the experience of studying marketing.
Oh,
So,
okay, okay.
so I decided to make a website for her.
And how did you get into learning how to do this? Like, yeah,
I
are we talking?
studied by myself using YouTube, websites, and blogs, and so on. And actually, my brother has his own company of making websites and commercials, TV commercials, and so on. So when I'm stuck, I ask my brother to,
For some inspiration
yeah, and
to move
how
forward, eh?
to.
Oh, right, right, right. Okay. So and so YouTube University, right? Like there's a, it's pretty. You can find out pretty much what you need on YouTube and blogs and things like that, right? Online to create the website and stuff. That's really interesting. And how did you actually, or can you tell us like how, just for the people who are curious, like maybe how much time did you take to do this? From the start to yeah.
Oh, for me, I was starting from usually when they when everyone makes websites, the company has some topic that they want to advise. But in my case, I found which part to advertise for myself. So I read my friends' blogs, every blog, and I picked up topics, and I did everything actually. So it took time, like I think for 2 months maybe.
So you took the longer way, like
Yeah.
really learning each thing and
Mm-hmm.
in depth. Okay. So basically, people can hire you to make websites now.
Yeah, yeah.
Cool. And over here, can you tell us now about this last thing about home renovation that you've been doing, but that you were directly involved in? Can you tell us a bit about that?
Yeah, I was always interested in renovating houses. So I wanted to check if I could try or not. So I renovated my mother's house in Japan by myself. Yeah.
Okay. Wow. So you did the design and you got the contractors to come in and.
Actually, I never called contractors. I did myself.
You did it yourself.
Yeah,
Wow.
I designed and I create and I break and everything.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Where did you learn how to do that? YouTube as well.
Yeah.
Okay. That's really interesting. I want to ask you about this thing that we have been talking about also, and it's with regards to homes in Japan. We have seen a lot of articles right now saying that in some of the prefectures like Kyoto and things like that, you can actually the property prices there are really much at a lower price level than other countries. Can you tell us? Can you maybe share some insight about what is the Japanese housing market? What is going on over there?
Actually, yes. Yes, you can buy Japanese old houses with very cheap prices. But actually, the houses are in very rural areas.
Okay.
So if you want to buy like a competitive houses in Japan, I think it's gonna be pretty expensive.
When you mean like Tokyo, closer to the city, right? Much closer to the city.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're saying a lot of these articles are really in the rural kind of areas.
Yeah.
I'm okay.
always trying to find good properties, but
Mhm.
I really can't find good ones. The ones with good conditions.
I see. So you and your husband are actually looking in right now for a place to buy.
Yeah.
Okay. And this thing about the property value in these areas, I mean the article suggests, I don't know if it's true or not, it's just this article, that the value of the homes are not really increasing over time. Like it's kind of, is it true?
Regarding to the old houses, yes, I think.
Is that
I think
that could probably be what the article is talking about? Yeah, because the article mentioned that something like a house, it was like a standalone kind of house, and giving an example of like was 10 years ago, 10 years ago, and the price, if I'm not wrong, was at the somewhere around the 200,000 mark, and the graph just showed that basically not much change in the property price, Yeah. So, but you're saying that that's just in Tokyo it's a different story, I'm sure, right?
Yeah, in Tokyo it's increasing a lot.
I'm sure. Because I have a lot of clients and also colleagues who are in property, and people who invest in property, and everybody's interested in Japan, but not so much Tokyo. Like obviously because the prices are pretty. Yeah, it's like the same as any other city. But most of these people who I talk to, they are really interested in places like Kyoto, these kind of areas. What about yourself? Can you tell us a bit about which part of Japan are you from? And also, you mentioned your mom. And where is her place at, or where are you guys thinking to even buy a house?
Um, I'm from Kumamoto, the southern part of Japan.
Okay.
And it's an island. Japan consists of 3 islands.
Right.
And it's the most southern part of Japan.
Okay, I'm gonna pull the map up to see if you are telling the truth.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Yes, I see the 3 islands. Yep. So yes, in the southern.
It's called Kumamoto. And
Kumamoto.
yeah. And what was the topic?
Oh, is that where you are from? I just want to tell the people where you're from, and also maybe tell us a bit about Kumamoto. If it's I see it's very near Nagasaki, right?
Yeah.
Not very near, but it's just yeah.
It's pretty close. Like 2 hours drive. 2 hours drive.
2 hours drive. Okay.
Yeah. And Kumamoto has a lot of nature and still has Japanese traditional cultures. And the Kumamoto Castle is one of the famous places to go. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yes, it's one of the famous places to go. You said, right?
Yeah.
It's what is the scene like over there? Like what do you usually, what kind of what can people expect over there? You said it's a lot of nature.
We have Aso Mountain. It's one of the famous mountains in Japan, and it's really beautiful.
The Anzen Amakusa National Park. Yeah, I'm looking at it.
Yeah, we have sea, ocean too.
Very nice. So this is where you're from.
Yeah, and I'm thinking about buying properties in Kumamoto. Yeah.
Okay. But you are saying that you guys have been looking for a while for a nice place, right? Something that you don't want to actually renovate so much, something that is already ready to go, right?
Actually, I can renovate myself, but in that case, the price should be lower.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
Can you tell? So, no, sorry. Go ahead.
So I'm looking for the balanced properties. Like if it's very clean and beautiful, I can pay a lot. But if it's not, the price is affordable. Should be affordable.
Word. So when you were actually doing the breaking down yourself, you actually broke the wall down yourself and did the plaster and everything yourself.
Yes.
And the paint as well.
Paint as well.
Why did you decide to? Yeah, but I'm.
Sorry.
No, sorry. You go ahead. Making what?
Furniture as well.
You made the furniture as well.
Yeah.
How did you do that?
I just watched YouTube.
Okay, so you have to at some point you have to show us some photos or some video when you get there. Yeah, show us what your mom's house looks like. And what did your mom say? Is she like was she like, hey you, what are you doing, that kind of thing, or was she surprised pleasantly?
I'm sure she was tired of like noise and stuff. But I think she's glad.
That's interesting. She'd be like, Yu's in her room, she's making a lot of noise, I don't know what she's doing. And your mom must be like, yeah. Oh, so you kind of froze up there.
Oh. You too. Um, Hello. I'm sorry.
Yes. Okay. I just heard. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Now I got back there. I couldn't hear you earlier. Okay. Let me ask you, what actually motivated you to take on these things, like these few projects that you mentioned? They're very different, right? The home, the doing the website, and doing the music is very different. What kind of was your motivation for it?
Mm, I think I just like creating things, creating something. That's one of the biggest motivations. And also, like regarding to making the homepage and doing DIY, maybe it's useful for my future, because I want to have my own property. And in that case, I can make my own website by myself, and I thought I
Oh,
could
I
use my
see.
skills somehow in the future. So
Yeah. So you have the website, you also have the. I see. Okay. That's very interesting. It's a very useful skills, right? Very useful skills for moving forward. And the music has always been a hobby for you, or it's a kind of like a passion.
yeah, it's one of the hobbies. But I found that creating music are very stressful.
Stressful. Oh. Okay. Can you tell us why? Can you tell us?
Because I don't want to make very boring songs, right? In that case, I need to like figure out how I can make it sound better, and you know. So
Yes.
I'm like I'm kind of respecting you because you are always making new songs, and it's
Oh,
so
thank you.
amazing.
Yeah, so we understand what you're saying also, and that kind of stress, it's like I feel it's a kind of a elevated kind of stress, because it's like you are actually trying to put the puzzle together, right? It's and so you want, obviously, like what you say, you're an artist. I mean, that's why you say what you said. Like, you don't want it to be boring. You want it to be, you want it to hit the heart, right? And I read this quote recently, which was, I think, was really interesting about music, and it says that when you hear music, why it hits you so intensely is because somehow when you hear music, from the start to the end, there's this thing about like the time, keeping time. It's like the article suggests that your soul, or your feeling, your heart is actually keeping time as you listen to the music. So there's a mix of something fixed and something not fixed. So these two things together is like it's such a beautiful thing for music. Like when you're listening to music, your whole system is kind of naturally keeping a kind of a count, a time, even without you doing it. So it's kind of it hits you differently. You when you compose your pieces of music, how do you do it? Do you actually write out the notes, or do you just kind of go on the piano?
I go on the piano and I use MIDI.
Okay, yeah, MIDI, right? A MIDI.
I don't even know the
Yeah.
word. MIDI.
That's the full spelling, actually. Yeah. Right. Okay, so you just go and then you see how you feel in that moment on that day, and you compose something like this. But you also are able to read music, sheet music, and things, right? And you can also, if you hear a piece of music, you can actually reverse compose, like write down the notes, right? That blows my mind, like how that happens. Like you must have a certain kind of relationship with each Note, right?
Actually, no, not really. I
Okay.
Yeah, I need piano to make a note and yeah.
Can
I
can you
can't
repeat
really
that? Sorry, I didn't hear you.
I can't make notes without playing piano.
Okay. Hmm.
And
Right.
how do you make your song when you write music?
Yes, it's actually very very similar to you. It's like
Oh
when we're making a song, it's also important what we are feeling in the moment, what we are trying to express, the lyrics, and then all those pieces, yeah, come together. We also kind of in that way, like just I just get on the keys, I make the beat, I make the melody, or we make the melody, you know. Celestine makes the melody, I make the beat, or sometimes the other way around. Yeah. But really, the thing is, a lot of what we are feeling in the moment or what we are dealing with in the moment actually goes into the music. For you, is you feel the similar kind of thing, right? When you are making your music.
yeah.
So when you were making this ballad. Hey, we're back. All right. Sorry for the technical difficulty. Let me ask you this. All right. Now, when you reflect on all of these things that these experiences, can you share with us how these experiences have kind of led to your personal growth?
Hmm. Since after I studied something that I've never done before, I found that I could do anything if I want to do. So I'm gonna I'm gonna be able to try other things as well in the future, you know. Like I have seen my possibilities now. Maybe even I'm not confident about doing something. If I do, I think I'm gonna be get done. So
You're gonna get it done. Yeah. Yeah. So it's like a confidence booster in a way, right? Like you know you can actually do it, right? And how do you handle failure? For example, if let's say you make a song and you think it's or any kind of failure, how do you personally deal with that?
I just tell myself that I can do it.
Right.
And figure out what is problem with me and find out some problems and I just find a way to solve but one by one.
So you break it down into like one by one, and then you find the way to get over it. Mm. So what would you suggest to someone who is experiencing that they're having some difficulties and they're finding it really difficult? You know, they feel like maybe they want to give up. It's too much. What advice do you have for someone like that? Yeah.
I just tell them that you can do it. You can do it no matter what.
You can
And
do it no matter what. Yeah.
breaking down the steps and processes and programs and see each issue and you can find a way to get out of it.
It's very interesting. I think this will be very useful for people. Maybe we can expand a bit. if
Maybe
you
everyone knows that already, but
yes, everybody know it's like it's a common knowledge, right? That people say. But when I hear you speak, I feel like there's something more that you have unlocked or something. Can you give us maybe an example of how you have a problem and how you break it down into steps and you deal with each?
oh, it's like a small thing.
Uh-huh.
It's hard to tell the examples, but
Oh, okay. So you're saying it's nothing. It's just normal. It's a small thing.
yeah, small things, but
Mm-hmm.
a difficult thing for me.
Sure, I'm sure, and also for a lot of people, I can imagine, especially when something feels very big. It's like, for example, how am I going to get my business off the ground? Like it's such a big thing. Yeah, and I guess if you break it down into small bits, right? Like, what is the first step, right? What do you want to do? Something like that, right?
Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool. Yeah. That way you can kind of can you tell us about some of your maybe some ways that you do to get yourself forward to tackle the issues? Do you have some practice or something that you do, or is unique for each problem?
I always search a lot, and I try to see many different ways to solve, and I figure out which way is the best for me. I search a lot, really.
You search. Oh, you search a lot, you said.
Yeah.
Okay, so you do a lot of research online and things like that, right? That is cool. Yeah, because a lot of times when people get stuck, I mean, even myself personally, if something feels too big, it's because it's big in my own mind. Actually, it's not big at all because you can break it down. You can break it down and work through it, right?
Make it small.
It's small. Yeah. I think I'm
small,
gonna make it small, you say.
and you can solve.
Make it small and you can solve it. Yes. Oh, what is next for you? What is the next project that you're planning to do? And actually, right now we are coming to the end of the show. We have about 3 minutes, so maybe you can tell us what is next for you, and you could give us some closing words. Yeah.
Closing words.
No, okay, no, wait, no, closing words later. You tell us what you tell us what are you planning next?
Yeah, as I told you, I'm searching for the Japanese properties,
Okay.
and after I renovate my properties, I want to have foreign people from other countries at my place, and I want everyone to enjoy Japan.
That's beautiful. And we'll be there, right?
Yeah,
We will be there.
I'll be there.
Have you guys considered, now that this thing just popped into my mind, have you guys considered buying property in other countries,
Yes, I did.
like Singapore, for example?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
I believe it's expensive, right?
Well, I can give you all the information. I can break it down for you. I can hook you up. Yeah. I mean, it's when you say it's very competitive. If you talk about Singapore, we're talking about as competitive as London, as Tokyo, and Jakarta is kind of getting there. But what you find in Singapore is you find that your capital investment, it really holds its value, especially in Singapore. Yes. But that's another topic. Have I ever what, sir?
Have you ever considered about buying properties in other countries?
Oh yes, yeah, we have. I'm always actually looking at property, like wherever we go, wherever yeah, I'm very interested in that, and yes, I have considered Mexico, also in the US as well. Some places are really, but honestly, to be honest with you, we at this point right now, if we were going to go into some kind of investment, I would say it would be something more commercial than a residential, because we are, and for me, because we are actually all around the world, right? My investments at this point, we decide will be back in Singapore, would be best for us, like that's kind of what we're feeling, yeah.
That's what I thought too.
Yeah, and you got to come to Singapore as our guest, you. Yes, we invite you, and yeah, we show you around there for sure. Okay, now we have come to the last moment of the show, and we would like some closing words, maybe some advice for people who are thinking of trying to do something new, but they have no, something like that. What would you say?
Just believe yourself that you can do it.
Just believe in yourself that you can do it. Yeah. And also, I like what you said earlier. Just cut it down to smaller, make it smaller and smaller.
Yes. Everything.
Well.
Yeah.
Everything what? Sorry? Say it.
Everything you feel too big for you, but you can break it down into small pieces, and then you are facing small problems.
Yes, that's very true. Those things that you mentioned, the projects that you were involved in, they are so different, like the music and the doing the website, and also doing the house creation. It's so different, and it can seem like big problems, but I'm sure you broke it down into small bits and you got them done. So we salute you. You're an inspiration. Yes, and thank you for coming back to talk with us here at That Foreign Show. And also, we want to invite you to share with us, like I said, some of your journey. You maybe share with us some of the pics and videos of the house that you, the renovation work that you've done. Yeah, we would like to be a part of that also. Thank you very much, you. I'm Isaac Rakesh here on ADR Networks, activating your senses, and thank you for coming on the show. Talk to you soon.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye-bye. Peace.
Thank you to all who joined us here on That Foreign Show. It's been awesome. I'm Celestine Angel.
And I'm Isaac Crouch, and we'll see you next Friday. Have a great weekend, y'all.